The Lab of Collaboration and Reasoning was established to really try to understand how children develop those essential skills of critical thinking, reasoning, and collaborate with each others. And we use a specific research method called collaborative reasoning, where we put children into heterogeneous groups where they read stories about controversial issues like whether zoo is a good place for animals. And the children have take different positions on the issue, and we encourage them to find evidence to support their position. But more than that, we want them to think about the strength and weakness of their own views as well as other people's positions.
I really enjoyed seeing how the kids think and seeing them put together their reasoning, because sometimes I believe children can really surprise us with what they understand and what they know. A lot of their thinking is really much more advanced and complex than we often assume. It's been rewarding to see how different groups work together and how the dynamics affect the groups.
Yeah, and it's really great to see them kind of take on these leadership moves, is what they call them, to include everybody. So it's really oriented around the students and not so much the teacher, where they are like asking each other questions, like, oh, hey, what do you have to say about that? Or do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? And then once they hear somebody else's opinion or stance on, they are really good at like making the connection, drawing it back to something that they originally said, and having those critical thinking skills and seeing it actually apply to students of all ages is really awesome.
I was very excited to see the process of children's learning. I'm a language teacher, so I like to observe how my language learners talk and use their language. And in CR, what I see is really the process of discussion and collaboration and use reasoning in the process. So I can really connect, and I want to do it to my classroom as well.
This is very different from most of the instruction that occur in elementary schools. But what we start to notice is it's really hard for teachers to do that. Oftentimes teachers share with us, oh, this is very challenging. We're not quite sure when should we intervene, when should we prompt students. It's not that easy because all of a sudden it's not just a planned lesson, you deliver the lesson. It's you paying attention to what children come up with at that moment and how they respond to each other. So it's a very challenging task, and that helps us develop the second line of research in our lab, which is really try to understand how we can support teachers to overcome this challenge so they could implement collaborative reasoning discussions on a regular basis in their classroom. I would say for teachers who are looking for a new approach to make discussion in their classroom more engaging, and teachers who try to understand how to use different approach to achieve all these standards, emphasizing Common Core or next generation of science standards, I really welcome them to reach out to me because we love to collaborate with teachers